so you have done your do now, and so your do now says, can you think of an example of a system? Some possible examples of are a bicycle, a computer, a school, or a bus. And it says for that system, you are to pick or write down any part that belongs to that system. Okay, so for example, some parts that are necessary for a bicycle are two wheels, gears, brakes, and foot, pedal, and the handles. So can someone tell me their system and how does it work? Okay. Yes.
I did cars. It has four wheels.
Mm-hmm.
It has an engine to make it run.
Okay.
And then the steering wheel to control the tires for it to drive on the street. And then I get the interior, the leather seats and stuff.
Okay.
And then put oil and gas in there.
Okay.
So the car can start and be good on fluids.
Good. All right. Cinderly?
I think the bus, which has a tires, engine, and an airbag. Wheels help for it to travel, and it goes from one place to another. And the engine is like the power source to get going. It's like the heart of the truck.
Okay.
And the airbag though, in case there's a crash.
Good. The airbag. Think about the airbag. All right. Anybody else? Faith?
I did the bicycle and the chain is to attach all the gears together. Two tires so you can get to places for back up and front, forward. The pedal so you can move. The brakes so you can stop moving. The control bars so you can choose which direction you want to go. The handlebars so I guess so if you want somebody else to down on and that's it.
Okay.
I got
All right.
something to say about this bus. When you open the front, most cars like that, it goes like that way.
Mm-hmm.
But the bus, like the whole front comes the opposite way.
Okay. So, with that being said, we know that a system consists of what? Different parts
doing a job
The same.
doing different jobs to make sure that system works, right? So, an example, our body is a system. Now, we also can call our body something else, and we talked about it in a couple of, we can call it a machine. All right, what are the different parts of our body that can possibly work, that actually works together to make sure that this machine is working the way it should be? Yes. Circulatory system.
You mean like actual parts?
That's fine.
Like the nasal cavity, the trachea, the B word, the
Bronchial tubes.
The lungs work together, and there's a trachea.
Mm-hmm.
The there is something. Parent, something like that. And the
Pharynx?
Yeah,
Pharynx.
pharynx and the tubes and the
Yes. Okay. All right. What are some other parts of our body that make sure the system works? Devin, in the back. Digestive system. Good. Skeletal system. We're going to talk about those today. All right. Yes.
your lungs.
Your lungs is an organ. All right. What's another organ system that works? Respiratory. Talked about that yesterday. Yes. Nervous system. Yes. Cardiovascular, which is also the circulatory system. So that's what we're going to talk about today. What we're going to do, we're not going to get a chance to talk about all of the systems today. We're actually going to break the systems down. So you have already drew your chart. What I would like for you to do is take that paper, and I want you to take these two columns and I want you to bend it back like this. So the only columns that I want to see are these three columns here. been 2 columns, so you should bend both of these columns back, both of them. So you should only have 3 columns that you see. All right, let me see. Hold it up. Hold it up. Make sure I see. Yeah. Good. Good. All right, who we waiting on? All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to fill in these columns together. Going through we're going to go through 2 today. And what we're going to do is we're going to build these columns together. Turn this off. A few minutes. So let's think about something real quick. We talked about the different systems. Today, as you can see, we have these different systems here. And of course, we got some areas that we covered up. But other than that, we have these different systems. Anybody know what this system possibly could be? The muscular, what about this one? This one? Good. This one? We got the kidneys.
It's not
Endocrine or either urinary, and this one?
circular.
Good. All right, so. Of course, I had it at the bottom too, so that's why you got it. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're going to talk about how the different ones work together. So our first one that we are going to discuss is the nervous system. All right, put all pencils down, do not write. All pencils, do not write. All right, so here's our nervous system. Our nervous system, as you can see, our main parts are going to be my brain, my nerves, and my spinal cord. Spinal cord is right here in the back. It goes from my brain all the way to my back, okay? The nerves from here are actually going to spread out all over our body. We got nerves everywhere. So what is the function? The main function of that is our brain is like our nucleus of our cell. It's the control center. So what it's going to do is going to control all the functions. Me talking, me thinking, me moving, my body doing what it's doing. Right now, the heart beating, it controls all of that. And we also recognize that we have these senses. All right, what are our 5 senses?
Smell,
Taste,
feel, touch,
all right,
smell, taste, see, hear,
and
touch.
All right, and it also recognizes information from the inside and the outside of the body. All right, what are some things that it can recognize in the inside of our body? What are some things that our body would tell us?
like when we got the nervous,
Oh,
if
yeah.
we hit somebody,
If we gotta use the
I
bathroom.
had to hear one person at a time.
if we hit something like something sharp, it send a message to our brain to let you know that something happened, like you're bleeding.
Good. What else?
You gotta use the bathroom.
Gotta use the bathroom. All right, what else? I'm hungry. What about on the outside of our body?
Headache.
I'm sorry.
That's more of an inside, but maybe something else.
See stuff.
You're
like
bleeding.
see.
You're bleeding.
Huh?
You're bleeding.
Okay, you
can
say
see
bleeding.
stuff
What
when
else?
you fall.
Sweating. Good. It's hot out here. So my body is going to send a message saying, wait a minute, we need to cool down. You're getting too hot.
It's
So
cold
I need
out
to
here.
sweat. What about it's cold? What happens?
Your breath.
Your body
The
starts.
body starts to do what?
Shiver.
All right. So this is what I want you to do. All right. I'm going to move to this. On the first one, I want you to write nervous system. Okay. All right. We're going to write nervous system. It's going to auto-tune for me. Okay. You can't really see. Okay. We're going to write nervous system, and on the, what is the function? What did we say the function was?
Messages.
Good.
Messages
Send messages.
to brain.
All right. Says send messages to the brain. All right. What else did I say it does?
Wait.
It controls the other activity, right?
Huh?
It controls the other
It
activity.
controls activities. Good. Let me turn this light off here. So we can see.
You started that one.
All right, that's better. Okay. All right. So you said it also controls. It's a control center. Okay. What are the main parts?
Spinal cord.
Spinal cord. Okay. What else is the main part? Who controls the whole body?
The brain.
The brain. Good. And what else do we need? Because we need some ways to send these messages. How do we send these messages? Huh? Nerves. Good. It's a nervous system. Okay. We need the nerves. Nerves is everywhere. Nerves are pretty much our telephone line or our telephone pole. In order for me to get message from one person to another, I need these poles and these lines to send these messages. That's the only way I can use the telephone. So that's pretty much what it is. It's almost like the brain is going to call to these bodies. The brain is going to call to my arm and say, I need you to move. I need you to walk. My brain is going to send that message. It send the message through the nerves. All right, question?
Okay,
bad.
so when you do like somebody get on my nerves, and older people be like, you too young to have nerves.
Huh?
Like,
You have nerves. That's us being sarcastic. It's just a saying. In other words, we just say you ain't old enough. We talking about nobody getting on your nerves. Okay? Any questions? Any questions? Okay?
are our nerves visible?
Hmm?
Can we see them?
You will be able to see them for cutting the inside. Some of you can. Okay? But yeah, you'll be able to see nerves. All right, let's go to what does the nervous system help us do?
You said the nervous system.
Anybody? What does the nervous system help us do? Raise your
It
hand.
help us move.
Good. Help us move. What else?
It helps us like take care of ourselves.
How?
Like
Like-
telling us if we're hurt.
Okay.
It senses.
Good. Senses things. What else does it do? What else does it help us do?
It tells us what we need.
Good. It tells us when we need stuff. All right. And of course, it does interact with all systems. Okay. All right. The next one. Okay. It's the integral. Okay. Write that down. The next one is the integral or the skin. Okay. All right. Instrumentary. And also, I want you to write skin. All right. Also. All right. Pencils down. Okay. Pencils down. Pencils down. Okay. Now, here's our skin. Okay. And what happens? You shouldn't be writing. You shouldn't be writing. Your pencil should be down. Okay. Because you don't even know what I'm gonna take you to write. All right. So, what is the function of our skin? First of all, our skin, one is to protect everything on the inside. All right, this is our layer. It's almost like the cell membrane of the cell, okay? And whether we know it or not, we do have pores in our skin. That's the reason why we say, be careful what you put on your skin, be careful what you write, okay? Yes, you gotta be careful what you put on your skin because you got holes that leads to the inside of your body. And so with that being said, it is the first line to defense of diseases. A lot of times we think it's the white blood cells. It's actually the skin, which is the first line of defense. Okay? It helps us maintain body temperature because we can't get too hot. Okay? And also it keeps fluid inside. Okay, what's some fluid that we need to stay inside?
Water.
Water is one of the main fluids that we need inside, and of course our blood, of course, but water is one of the main things. What are the main parts of our skin?
Hair.
Hair?
Nails.
Our nails?
Sweat.
Sweat glands? if I was to cut, we call it epidermis. All right, when you hear epidermis, that's what that means. Okay, and so here is my skin. We have this fat layer under here. Okay, here are my little veins, capillaries. All right, this is my hair here that's coming out. Anybody know what this is? It's the hair follicles. All right, the hair follicles is what actually helps our hair grow. If we kill our hair follicles, then our hair will not grow there. Okay. As you can see, here's the epidermis here, which is pretty much what you see now. All right. The dermis is what's on the inside. And some people we'll talk about that. Some people have like diseases that can affect the dermis and also end up affecting the epidermis as well. All right, and then we have a hypodermis, which is at the bottom, and we have these little things called sweat glands. Okay, if you see the little line, it's almost like this is where the water comes out, like a little tube, and it comes out in our pores. Okay, these are sweat glands. Questions? Yes.
What is
She had a hand up.
okay, so like, is that the same thing when like somebody's pregnant and they get an epidural?
Say it again.
When somebody's pregnant and they get like they're about to go into labor, that's the same thing, like an epidural.
You know, what that means is pretty much they go in the back of your back, in your skin, and give you something to numb you a little bit. Okay. Yes, question.
One time I fell off my heel and I skinned my knee real bad, and it was like this like white meat or whatever I have to call it. Is that the fatty tissue underneath the skin?
Because you know we always say we're gonna brush your head over to the white meat.
Yeah.
Really, that shit. When we talk about the white meat, yeah, that, and also we talk about your skull, brush your head over to the white meat. Yes.
What about when your skin peels?
Well, remember, our skin's gonna peel because cells die. Remember, we talked about that. Cells die. So eventually, what's gonna happen is, remember, our cells are always dividing, and we call that what? Mitosis. Cell division, mitosis. So because of that, our old cells are gonna be dying. All right, because if they don't never die, then you have some skin about this thick, and your skin is not that thick. Your skin is thinner than this paper. Just the one layer is thinner than this paper.
Okay, like I seen this happen to my cousin before.
Okay.
He was out in the sun too much, and he got not in the sunburn, like a dark tan, but it like peeled off. It was the whole tan peeled off.
Yeah, sun is not good on your skin. It's not that real good. And then you have to think about. Remember, I told you about we have certain the melanin and stuff. So the darker you are, you have more protection from the sun than you do the lighter you are. Because that's what it's for. Protects us from sunlight.
So you said the darker you are,
The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
That's it, girl.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. What is the function? What is the function of our skin system?
To protect the
What is the function?
So
What is the
protect
job?
the body.
One person at a time. Yes.
protect you from disease.
All right. So we just go ahead and say this is the first line of defense. Against diseases.
Miss, can you zoom in?
Hmm?
Can you zoom in?
Let's see if I can. That's better. All right. Any other functions? What's another function of the skin cell? The skin.
Keeps on water.
All right. Good. Keeps in fluid. Good.
First line of defense.
All right. Anything else?
What does that say?
Which one?
The left person.
This one. First line of defense against disease.
what is the human body system say on
I don't need my stuff.
yeah,
Skin.
That skin.
Yeah, that's skin. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about that earthworm.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Anything else? Huh? That's the body part. We put that here.
Skin.
All right. So what's the main parts?
Skin.
Skin. Good.
Hair follicles. Nails.
Sweat glands.
Nails.
Sweat glands.
Sweat glands. Anything else I'm missing? What I'm missing? Hair, skin, sweat glands, and nails. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.